Gonna be a little bit of a pinch onto Unity. He's got to be careful here as actually the pressure comes through from heaven. Yacine will find that opener. Toronto will be called upon now, but got to get away from that paint shell here, and they should have full access to B site.
Yeah, should be game on pretty much, yeah. I don't know how much he's done there. Yeah, lovely work from Leo. Another player that I want to keep my eyes on is always going to be Leo. I can't get past. When he has a hot game, this team looks completely different to me. It's hard to always lean that heavy towards him. You know, it's a lot of pressure on the young guy, but regardless, 3 still stand for Oxygen, and, well, Toronto's not doing too badly for himself. Quick trade for Sayf, as we're down to Mittez and XiSTOU, and, well, Sayf. Lovely, lovely beginning.
Gone are the days where you can wall mid. Gone are the days.
Yeah, it's not happening anymore,
No.
is it? You're just not getting the same sort of, I guess, lack of accessibility, if anything.
But again, historically, we talk about Yacine being kind of this loose cannon, right? Particularly on Raze. Maybe that is something we do lean on. Draken will actually find both Unity and Glove actually trying to...
I mean, isn't that just the perfect example of why you default these rounds?
Yes, yeah, it is. Again, good damage control here, not allowing anybody to slip through to the back line. And actually, Guild now on the back of this, trying to find their way into B once again.
Yeah, and even the catch for Draken towards middle there. Mittez trying to push down, and still really cognizant, very clean. This is lovely work. Very nice. Working towards that B site. Spike should be planted, and XiSTOU should be noted. I think Draken again can control this. That's a perfect lurk from him. Honestly, that positioning, holding that default, catching the 2 aggressive towards the A side, it looks okay, but Toronto playing most of the nutmeg sitting in the middle. Through we go, Yacine. Oh, that's gorgeous. You're going to take that every day of the week. Spectre gets the upgrade too. He's going to be laughing now, Yacine. This is perfect. Yeah, wall goes up, but for only so long. Mittez on the other side. Lovely control, and the denial of 2 keeps this one competitive. A quick play off the back, but he's got support. He's not alone there. Sayf going to be punished for that sort of overextension, trying to maybe get that trade, but 2v3. Leo and Draken still stand, and Draken did do well before, but not going to be doing much this time. Be it the bonus or not. Let's see what Leo can make of it. Nothing. 3 still stand for Oxygen. It's on just like that timer. Does it go well? Does it go wrong? They seem hyper aware of the possibility. And now let's see what bonkar does with this. He's had the audio cue. And, well, he's done very well there, hasn't he? Already going to find one quick trade for Unity, but at this point, they've had that success and maybe a bit of a giveaway of position. Oh, stunning follow-up towards Draken. I thought that could be the end of it. That could be the end of the line there, but no, it actually still very much in control.
Actually, Draken, the one to ultimately turn that back into Guild's favor. Unity, head on a swivel, anticipates the timing perfectly. Now Guild will reconsider. Spike, pretty much committed. Okay, Mittez. Actually, will come down to 1 HP. Yacine wants to chase this down as well. Knows he's got him
30 seconds
weakened with that initial damage through it, but okay, comes through with a boom bar, and actually Mittez will punish him. XiSTOU will close things out. Well tested, to be honest. You smoke over Mail. Try and pressure in again. Player positioned here, Yacine actually walks all the way up ahead of Toronto's peak. Once again. We'll try and pressure their way into towards A at least, and this time around, actually, Glove and Unity playing this pretty deep. They want to find Draken. They've already made the right decision here in my eyes. Anticipating the Draken's going to be on the back of that ropes pressure. They're not showing just yet. The trap wire dealt with, so at least they noted early round presence here as Mittez actually finds Sayf on the other side. Yacine says the showstopper gets nothing for it.
But I love that Mittez pushed forward. He heard that, and rather than falling back, he actually played into it. He played against what Yacine was predicting. Sometimes life is cruel, and that is exactly as to why. The paint shell just going to catch him on the way out. And now you're going to have Guild in this kind of tricky scenario. They actually have 2 rifles recovered, which is impressive. So bonkar and Leo are just fine with that. Now, Draken going to have to deal with less, but he does have the ult, so that's now going to be invested. XiSTOU still needs to do well here. Going to find one fall away and support himself off the back of that crossfire coming in from here, CT. So the cross gets tricky, a little pop flash just to confirm, and actually, yeah, swings on it early. Draken makes the most of it, and now XiSTOU on an island. He's, oh, that's a labored spray, and it's not a pretty one. This is now looking worrying. Unity on B2. Spike is planted. He's there nice and quick, not subtle about positioning, but he can't see a thing. Absolutely blinded by this one, but going to go back the same way. The double up, though, but that's one isolated good trade. Full-on A-piece. I guess that's how Guild just wants to go about this brute force more than anything. And yeah, Leo going to just really ensure security in that, not going to allow any options to come through. And sadly, the other player on the site is the one with only the pistol. So you're not going to have much fight in that, and the other 3 might be forced to consider saving again around that op.
I love the response in this round from Guild as well. Just talking back to what you were talking about, the importance of the default here is actually, Unity will come through, find Leo. Well, no, actually, lockdown going to be invested here, so Oxygen committed to this retake.
I really thought they didn't have much step in this, and again, it's going to be down to the wire, and they're playing ahead of it. They've made Yacine look like a fool here. Now, Bonk has tried to do well on this one, gets himself out of dodge, but he's the last player alive. He has to go clutch or go home, but timing is a factor. That's going to get to halfway, and he can't deny it. The plan not particularly perfect, and the smoke's in the place. You're not going to get anything out of this one. Job done. He's so straight up towards ramp. A different look coming out, and actually look at the lurk coming out from the Omen as well. Keep that in the back of your minds for bonkar. Now, it won't come into effect just yet. There is a player working down in middle, but this is still going to be hyper amounts of pressure towards ramp. They want to show a great deal of presence, but actually it swings the other way. Mitch finding bonkar changes this one now. Oxygen have such a hand in this just off the back of that one pick. If they've got the first, they could have fallen back, but this is just sublime work from Oxygen. Every single fight going their way, and draken's just left in no man's land.
And I'm pretty sure, based on the previous rounds, they know exactly where he's gonna be, but not spotted, actually. That's the insurance policy. Stun will not confirm. You can see now on the minimap the task ahead of Draken if he wants to get any damage done here. Toronto posted up with the operator. This will be the Blade Storm online for him as well. How long do they still consider Toronto's posted? He's committed, he knows.
28 seconds, he's dead. Woo! He's lived. The boy who lived.
No more charges left.
But not much longer. This right away. A weird old trade out, and a great deal of presence noted, but look at the trade out on the other side, towards that B side. Now you're seeing getting that pick opens up everything. They've seen a lot of presence on A. This should be a quick take towards B. Or not. Are they going to hit the brakes and try and find a rotation? They could have maybe just worked in off the back of it, trying to springboard off that momentum, but the case. It looks like Guild wants to take their time here.
I'm very confused right now. I mean, yes, probably anticipating they might catch somebody in mid, but it's so risky. Again, actually, it comes down to Yacine finding a 1v1. Look at the... Oh my god, look at the rifle. It's just outshot, but he will spot the second as well. Glove good for 2. It comes down to Sayf.
And he's got nothing. He's lost all information on sites. They have no clue now where anyone is. And it is split 1 apiece. So that does create a chance. He's got both flashes up, got a rifle, light armor. Problem is, he's going over towards Killjoy. So at this point, it's not going to be particularly subtle on the way in, but let's see what Sayf can do with this.
Well, the thing to note here is with this utility, Unity only has to worry about one thing, and it's A main. If he walks heaven, even if somehow he slips past here, but the time, he's going to give away the audio cue as well.
Yeah, there it is. This should be about playing time here. And actually, a bit of a fumble from Unity. This is given a chance. That is an absolute whiff and a half. Now, keep in mind, Toronto is basically in another map. He's on the B side still. Seekers now come through. 8 HP, though. Again.
Found one.
They know exactly where they are. Sayf pops the flash towards heaven. Confirmation again. This is all information, but 8 HP. He almost has to get the drop on Toronto here. Otherwise, it's not looking good. Now, will Toronto expect this pushed-up player? Sayf sitting in a pretty poor angle, actually. So, yeah, Toronto wins that.
Yeah.
I mean, what just happened this round, mate?
Let's move on. Next round. That was...
You can go next.
Again, to find both on B side so early there. And again, I understand the logic. Marshall in here. Back, and once again, Sayf will be called upon for the first. Paranoia perfect from bonkar. We'll find a further 2. We've got a formality now. Glove will get 1, but in good progress here.
Wins in certain affairs, and one of the 2 sides was a little lacking, but I'm hoping that's not the case here. But we'll see. We can touch on that if it becomes a factor. For now, we are seeing aggression coming out. It is trying to go off the back of that nice little flash, and it's Unity to get it. And actually, hold on. Yacine and Leo in great combination here, just murdering anyone stepping through. Now, maybe a little bit of nerves starting to show. No, kept in check. 2.
That's a little overzealous.
Just a little.
They've lost.
Committing how many players to that?
Yeah. We've already done the damage here. They're down to 2. Don't overinvest. Now, Lothar and XiSTOU potentially going to find this 2v1 onto Draken. He's only got a Spectre, so he can't really play range here. And he will get punished for it as well. Sayf, still full HP. We'll have a flashback now. She does still have the opportunity to find a little, at least confirmation of information, but he knows where both are, so all but wasted without the stun.
Turn that flash. He turns the other one. Still able to try and close down now, but again, I much prefer this spacing between the two players, at least in concept.
They're wrapping it. They're wrapping pillar.
I think that's a really good idea. They should absolutely have this teed up, and there it is. Beautiful work from Oxygen. Like that post plant, kept that safe. Let's see if they have that patience and.
Overzealous again.
You'll take that every day of the week. You don't have to push that far. You've taken the map control. You've done the job.
That's the tick in the box.
That's it. You don't need the frag necessarily. And I said overextending, and of course Oxygen's going to be sitting deep. That's exactly what you've conditioned them to do. You just played yourself in that. So on the other side, of course, though, you've got to look back at what would have been taken, though. Mid control. Obviously, you push the extremities, the attacking side will probably respond with working towards mid. That's a reasonable assessment, which they exactly have done. So these two players now pretty isolated on the site. B is now under severe scrutiny, but Leo's done well. That's a big shutdown from him. Now, the trade did come out eventually. Toronto still stands, though, looking to try and isolate towards the back of the site. He can't quite get it done. Now swings around, Mitez right there towards draken. And where is that spike? Where is this at the moment? Irrelevant, it seems, as a 1v2 now begins and bonkar gone down. What?
At least curious to the possibility of an A stack, but actually now on the back of the flash, not finding anything. Leo will drift this way. Now, bonkar sends a smoke up. He can actually peek with this and finds a lot more than he's asking for on the other end of that.
Come on, bonkar, get a frag. Nah. Yeah, just the death pack of players here in a late lurk coming through A2. This should be sewn up. I mean, damage would be lovely. I just don't see you getting much for it. They're not really in a position. Like, I guess the only real X factor would be if Toronto absolutely feeds this. And, I mean, they've given a chance now. They know where he is, so they can turn attention and go, right, well, here we go. And let's see if they get anything. Yes, they get the rifle. Draken's found. Where did Draken get that? Wait.
That's in spawn.
Okay, then maybe there's a bit of room here. It's a flash, but time's a factor. What? That's the shot. Save! Oh, are you kidding me? Two insane shots.
He's got a flash.
And now the flash backside. Unity couldn't turn it in time. He does the best he can. But Sayf just doing one better. Unbelievable shots from Sayf there. There is no way in hell you're meant to get away with that.
No stopper invested. No confirmation just yet on the back of the boombot. So interesting. But elsewhere, they're there to greet the pressure, so they do find the kills regardless.
Yeah. I'm glad that they supported that investment, because otherwise that felt almost teethless, but it didn't. They actually played to that as well. They took the mid control to really complement and supplement it. However, looking towards A now, they do have some site control. They should be able to ferry that spike in pretty uncontested. There it is. But now looking at the utility we have left, still two flashes, plenty of stuff going on. For Gil, they've got lots in the kitty to play with in this one. Now, Toronto wants to take that space, and he might need to. Speaking of Unity,
this is interesting.
This could be kind of the spur on at the moment. Yacine going to try and play off the back of the Seekers, which he does well. Denies the ultimate, and now it's all in Toronto's hands. The flash was merely par for the course at this point, but look at this. 5 alive, Spike Diffuse Guild, switching up a gear here.
I love that. Again, the pinch coming through from mid, and yes, you could talk about potentially a little overzealous pop in the showstopper on the back of no information or no confirmation of presence there on the other side, but actually, you anticipate where they're playing. They're going to be playing deep enough where they don't want to give Yacine anything to B site. The wall's still present in garage. Again, I think that's why we see that adjustment, and maybe a lean a little heavier towards mid and potentially A heaven. But Oxygen now, they've carved a path. And now Guild have to re-explore the back of that wall. When that wall drops, they can't just leave it unattended.
Flashes aren't finding much, and yes, that gives information in itself, but for now, Oxygen have heaven. They're loving this. They're going straight through CT, though? Okay, yeah, Guild will absolutely welcome that.
Yeah.
Roll out the welcome wagon. They couldn't ask for a better outcome. All of the space that Oxygen...
On map point. See if Oxygen have anything left here, and Sayf will be gifted one.
Looked a bit of a desperation play there, and a comfortable catch on that plate. I've got a little bit of wiggle room, but only so far. Sayf just brings down the guillotine.
Seekers again for Sayf.
Yeah, he can't ask for a better way to potentially close this out. There's no way that they're not going to have the information. Leo's got a nice off angle too, a little deeper just to watch that push through. Yacine, he's not going to back away from it either. There it is, perfect combination towards middle. This is a systematic shutdown, and the last player standing is the man on the screen. Flash is coming back up now, so has both to play with, but the Seekers come out. That's one, that's two. They overpeak, they overpush, and now suddenly he's still got a chance at this. Flashes go in, he's still got one to play with. The Seeker's confirming positioning towards the ramp. He knows that there's players close by. Y'all don't chill on this one. They could make this a little trickier than it should be.
Please
That's
stop.
the third. Come off it. Press comes in. Now they know. Another player who goes on a swing over by ramp. But keep in mind, Draken is closing the gap. The net's getting tighter. And the players finally get it done. Across the line, Guild do win map